Sima Yi reported to Emperor Qiao Rui of Wei. Your Majesty, I previously warned that Zhuge Liang would likely advance through Chencang, which is why I stationed Hao Zhao there in advance. As expected, my prediction proved correct. If the Shu army attacks through Chencang, transporting supplies becomes much easier for them. Fortunately, Hao Zhao and Wang Shuang are guarding the route, so the Shu forces dare not use it for grain transport. The remaining mountain paths are narrow and extremely difficult for logistics. Based on my calculations, the Shu army's provisions will last no more than 1 month. Therefore, the best strategy for us is simply to defend and avoid battle. If Your Majesty orders Chaozhen to hold every pass firmly and never engage recklessly, the Shu army will naturally retreat once their grain runs out. Then we can pursue and capture Zhuge Liang. Qiao Rui was delighted. Since you foresaw everything so clearly, why not personally lead troops against Zhuge Liang? Sima Yi replied. It is not fear of death. I simply wish to preserve these troops against Lu Sun of Wu. Sun Quan will soon proclaim himself emperor. Once he does, Your Majesty may move to punish Wu, and Wu will surely strike first. I must remain prepared. While they were speaking, a court official arrived with military reports from Chaozhen. Sima Yi immediately said, Please warn Chaozhen at once. If the Shu army retreats, any pursuit must first determine whether it is real or a trap. They must never recklessly enter dangerous terrain and fall into Zhuge Liang's schemes. Qiao Rui therefore issued an imperial decree through Hanji. Do not engage the enemy. Hold your defenses firmly. Only pursue after the Shu army withdraws. Sima Yi personally escorted Hanji outside the city and quietly told him, I am giving this merit to Zaidan, Chaozhen. When you see him, say only that this is the emperor's command. And if anyone insists on pursuing the Shu army, do not let hot-headed officers lead the chase. Hanji agreed and departed. At Chaozhen's camp, the generals gathered to discuss the order. Guohuai smiled. This must be Sima Yi's idea. Chaozhen asked, What do you think of it? Guohuai answered, These instructions show deep understanding of Zhuge Liang's methods. In the future, the only man truly capable of stopping Shu may be Sima Yi. Chaozhen then asked, What if the Shu army refuses to retreat? Guohuai proposed, Secretly send Wang Shuang to patrol the mountain paths and cut off Shu supply lines. Once they run out of grain and retreat, we strike. Sun Li also suggested a trap. I can disguise our forces as a grain convoy. The carts will actually contain dry wood, straw, sulfur, and saltpeter. We spread rumors that fresh grain has arrived from Longxi. Since Shu lacks supplies, they will surely try to seize it. Once they attack, we ignite the carts and ambush them. Chaozhen praised the plan immediately. He ordered Sun Li to prepare the fake convoy, instructed Wang Shuang to patrol the small roads, and had Guohuai reinforce key positions such as Jigu and Jieting. Zhang Hu, son of Zhang Liao, and Yu Chun, son of Eugene, were assigned to guard the forward camp and forbidden to fight recklessly. Meanwhile, at Mount Qi, Zhuge Liang repeatedly challenged the Wei army to battle, but the Wei forces refused to leave their fortifications. Zhuge Liang discussed the situation with Jiang Wei. The Wei army clearly knows our grain is limited. Chencang is blocked, and the other mountain routes are difficult. Our supplies may not last a month. What should we do? At that moment, scouts reported. A large Wei grain convoy led by Sun Li is moving west of Mount Qi. A surrendered Wei officer explained. Sun Li once saved Emperor Qiao Rui during a tiger hunt by killing a tiger with his sword. Since then, he has become one of Chaozhen's trusted generals. Zhuge Liang laughed. They know we lack food, so they are trying to lure us with fire wagons. Fire attack is my specialty, yet they dare use such a trick against me? And once we attack the convoy, they will certainly strike our main camp. Since that is their plan, we shall use their own scheme against them. Zhuge Liang summoned Ma Dai. Take 3,000 men and head directly for the Wei supply camp. Do not rush inside. Simply set fire from the upwind side. Once the flames spread, the Wei army will surely move against our main camp. He then ordered Ma Zhong and Zhang Anai to hide nearby with 5,000 soldiers each and attack once the Wei army deployed. To Guanxing and Zhang Bao he said, "The Wei forward camp connects 4 major roads. Tonight, if fire rises from the western hills, the enemy will certainly empty their camp to attack us. Once they leave, seize the camp immediately." Wu Ban and Wu Yi were ordered to cut off the enemy retreat. After arranging everything, Zhuge Liang calmly watched from the heights of Mount Qi. Wei scouts learned that Shu intended to seize the grain convoy and quickly informed Sun Li, who then reported to Chaozhen. Chaozhen instructed Zhang Hu and Yu Chun, "If you see flames from the western hills tonight, immediately strike the Shu camp." Late that night, Ma Dai silently advanced with 3,000 men. Soldiers held wooden bits in their mouths to prevent noise, and horses were muzzled to stop neighing. Soon they reached the convoy camp. Thousands of grain carts were arranged in layers beneath fluttering banners. At that moment, a strong southwest wind rose. Ma Dai immediately ordered the attack. Flames erupted across the convoy, and fire soared into the sky. Sun Li believed the Shu army had fallen into the trap and rushed in to surround them. Suddenly, thunderous drums sounded from all sides. Ma Zhong and Zhang Anai emerged from ambush and surrounded the Wei troops instead. At the same time, Ma Dai charged out through the firelight. Caught between attacks inside and out, the Wei army collapsed. Flames and violent winds spread chaos everywhere. Countless soldiers and horses died in the inferno. Sun Li barely escaped with wounded survivors. Elsewhere, Zhang Hu saw the fire signal and immediately led troops with Yu Chen toward the Shu camp. But after charging inside, they discovered the camp was completely empty. Realizing the trap, they hurriedly retreated. Halfway back, Wu Ban and Wu Yi suddenly attacked and cut off their escape. Zhang Hu and Yu Chen fought desperately through the encirclement, only to find their own camp already occupied by Guanxing and Zhang Bao. Arrows rained down from the walls like a storm. The Wei forces suffered catastrophic defeat and fled toward Chaozhen's main camp. Sun Li also returned in disgrace and reported everything. After hearing the full story, Chaozhen no longer dared to attack, and chose only to defend. The victorious Shu generals returned to report success to Zhuge Liang. However, Zhuge Liang secretly prepared for retreat. Yang Yi asked in confusion, "We just achieved a great victory. Morale is high. Why retreat now?" Zhuge Liang answered, "Our supplies are limited. Wei refuses battle, and enemy reinforcements may arrive soon. If our supply lines are cut, retreat itself could become impossible. Right now the enemy has just suffered defeat and still fears pursuit. This is the perfect moment to withdraw." He added, "The only concern is Wei Yan. He is currently blocking Wang Shuang near Chencang and may not escape easily. I have already given him secret instructions to kill Wang Shuang, so the Wei army will not dare pursue." That night, Zhuge Liang left drums and patrols active in the empty camp while the Shu army quietly withdrew. The next day, Zhang He arrived with reinforcements. He warned Chaozhen. Sima Yi once said, "If Wei wins, Shu may not retreat. But if Wei loses, Shu will certainly withdraw at once. Have you checked the Shu camp?" Only then did Chaozhen send scouts. They discovered the camp empty except for a few banners. The Shu army had already been gone for 2 days. Qiao Zhen deeply regretted his mistake. Meanwhile, Wei Yan followed Zhuge Liang's secret orders and withdrew under cover of darkness. Wang Shuang learned of it and immediately launched pursuit. After chasing more than 20 li, Wang Shuang nearly caught up. Wei Yan stopped running. But the Shu troops continued fleeing without looking back. Then suddenly Wei soldiers behind him shouted, "Our camp is on fire. This may be an enemy trap." Wang Shuang panicked and turned his army around. As he passed a hillside, a single rider suddenly burst from the forest. The warrior shouted, "Wei Yan is here." Caught completely off guard, Wang Shuang was killed instantly by Wei Yan's blade. Believing a larger ambush awaited nearby, the Wei troops scattered in terror. In reality, Wei Yan had only 30 cavalrymen with him. Zhuge Liang had secretly ordered Wei Yan to leave 30 horsemen hidden near Wang Shuang's camp. Once Wang Shuang departed in pursuit, they burned the camp, forcing him to return directly into Wei Yan's ambush. After returning to Hanzhong, Wei Yan was rewarded with a victory banquet. Zhang He failed to catch the Shu army and could only withdraw. Soon afterward, Hao Zhao's men reported, "Wang Shuang has been slain by Wei Yan." Qiao Zhen was heartbroken and fell ill from grief, eventually returning to Luoyang to recover. Guo Huai, Sun Li, and Zhang He were left to defend the Chang'an region. Meanwhile in eastern Wu, Sun Quan held court when scouts reported that Zhuge Liang's campaigns had severely weakened Qiao Zhen. Many ministers urged Sun Quan to launch a northern expedition against Wei. Zhang Zhao advised, "A phoenix has appeared over Wuchang, and yellow dragons have been seen in the river. These are heavenly signs. Your Majesty's virtue rivals the ancient sage kings. You should proclaim yourself emperor and lead the empire." The ministers all supported the proposal. Thus Sun Quan established an imperial altar south of Wuchang. In the 4th month, he formally declared himself emperor of Wu and adopted the era name Huanglong. He posthumously honored Sun Jian as Emperor Wulia, Lady Wu as Empress Wulia, and Sun Su as Prince Huan of Changsha. Sun Deng was named Crown Prince. Zhuge Ke, son of Zhuge Jin, became the Crown Prince's advisor, while Zhang Xiu, son of Zhang Zhao, became assistant advisor. Zhuge Ke was famous for his intelligence and quick wit. At one banquet, Sun Quan mocked Zhuge Jin's long face by bringing out a donkey with the words, "Zhuge Zi" written on its face. Everyone laughed. Young Zhuge Ke immediately added 2 more characters beneath it. "S donkey." The phrase now read, "Zhuge Zi's donkey." The entire hall burst into shock and laughter. Sun Quan was delighted and even gifted the donkey to him. At another banquet, Sun Quan ordered Zhuge Ke to persuade Zhang Zhao to drink wine. Zhang Zhao protested. "This is not the proper way to respect elders." Zhuge Ke instantly replied, "When Jiang Zia led armies at 90 years old, he never claimed to be old. On the battlefield you stand behind others, but at the wine table you insist on standing in front. How is that respecting age?" Zhang Zhao had no answer and reluctantly drank. Sun Quan admired Zhuge Ke even more afterward. Later, Zhang Zhao advised, "Your Majesty has only just become emperor. This is not the time for war. First stabilize the people, establish schools, and maintain alliance with Shu. Only then should we gradually pursue dominion." Sun Quan accepted the advice. Sun Quan then sent envoys overnight to Shu. When Emperor Lu Shan learned that Sun Quan had proclaimed himself emperor, many Shu officials argued that Wu had overstepped its place, and that the alliance should be broken. Jiang Wan suggested, "Let us first ask Chancellor Zhuge Liang." Messengers were therefore sent to Hanzhong. Zhuge Liang replied, "We should congratulate Sun Quan and request that Lu Sun attack Wei. Wei will certainly send Sima Yi southward to defend against Wu. Once Sima Yi leaves, I can launch another northern campaign and seize Chang'an." Lu Shan followed the plan. Grand Commandant Chencang was sent to Wu with gifts of fine horses, jade belts, and treasures. Sun Quan welcomed him warmly. Later, Sun Quan consulted Lu Sun. Lu Sun said, "This is clearly Zhuge Liang's attempt to tie down Sima Yi, but since we are allied with Shu, we must cooperate. For now, we should merely prepare for war and coordinate from afar. Once Zhuge Liang and Wei are fully engaged, we can seek opportunities in the Central Plains." Eastern Wu thus began mobilizing its forces. At the same time, Zhuge Liang heard that Hao Zhao of Chencang had fallen gravely ill and exclaimed happily, "The opportunity has arrived." He immediately ordered Wei Yan and Jiang Wei to lead 5,000 troops toward Chencang, while secretly dispatching Guan Xing and Zhang Bao ahead. Meanwhile, Guo Huai learned of Hao Zhao's illness and sent Zhang He with 3,000 men to reinforce the city. But before they arrived, Shu forces suddenly appeared beneath Chencang's walls during the night. Fires erupted throughout the city. Already near death, Hao Zhao reportedly died from shock upon hearing the news. The Shu army then stormed into Chencang amid the chaos. Wei Yan and Jiang Wei were puzzled that no defenders stood beneath the walls. Suddenly cannons sounded and banners rose from all directions. Zhuge Liang himself appeared, laughing. "You two are late." Wei Yan and Jiang Wei immediately dismounted and bowed. "Your Excellency's strategies truly are beyond imagination." Zhuge Liang explained, "I deliberately announced that the assault would occur in 3 days in order to calm the army. In truth, Guan Xing and Zhang Bao had already departed secretly, and I traveled hidden among the troops. Spies inside the city were prepared to start fires. Once confusion spread, the defenders naturally collapsed." He then ordered Wei Yan and Jiang Wei to seize San Pass immediately. The defenders abandoned the pass in panic. But as soon as they entered, Zhang He arrived with a large army. Fortunately, Zhuge Liang had already anticipated this. Wei Yan and Jiang Wei quickly blocked the narrow roads, forcing Zhang He to retreat. Wei Yan then counterattacked and heavily defeated the Wei forces. Zhuge Liang soon advanced once more toward Mount Qi. He told his generals, "My previous 2 campaigns from Mount Qi achieved little. The Wei army will assume I intend to attack Yong and Mei, but my true targets are Wudu and Yinping. Once we seize those 2 commanderies, Wei's forces will be stretched thin." Jiang Wei volunteered to attack Wudu, while Wang Ping requested permission to attack Yinping. Zhuge Liang happily approved, sending each with 10,000 soldiers. Meanwhile, Zhang He returned to Chang'an and reported the loss of Chencang and San Pass. Guo Huai panicked, believing Zhuge Liang intended to strike Yong and Mei, and urgently requested reinforcements from Luoyang. When Qiao Rui heard that Chencang had fallen, and that Wu had proclaimed an empire while maintaining alliance with Shu, he became deeply alarmed. But Sima Yi calmly analyzed the situation. Wu will not truly attack. Zhuge Liang wishes to avenge the defeat at Shouting, yet fears Wei exploiting Shu's weakness. Thus the alliance is only temporary. Lu Sun understands this as well, so Wu merely pretends to prepare for war, while observing the situation. Your Majesty need not overly fear Wu. Focus only on Shu. Qiao Rui greatly admired Sima Yi's judgment. He officially appointed Sima Yi as Grand Commander over all Western armies. Sima Yi personally visited the sick Qiao Zhen to receive the seal of command. Qiao Zhen emotionally declared, "If Zhongda refuses this responsibility, the Central Plains are doomed." Though Sima Yi repeatedly declined out of modesty, he finally accepted command and marched toward Chang'an to begin his true showdown with Zhuge Liang. Summary. This chapter focuses on the intense battle of strategy between Zhuge Liang and the Wei commanders during the Second Northern Campaign. Sima Yi accurately predicted that the Shu army would suffer from severe supply shortages. Wei therefore attempted to lure Zhuge Liang into a trap using fake grain convoys filled with flammable materials. However, Zhuge Liang saw through the plan immediately and turned the trap against Wei through a coordinated fire attack and multiple ambushes, inflicting a devastating defeat on the enemy. At the same time, Quan officially declared himself Emperor of Eastern Wu, further solidifying the Three Kingdoms era. Zhuge Liang cleverly used the shifting political situation to launch another offensive. Exploiting Hao Zhao's illness and Wei's divided attention, he captured Chencang and Sam Pass through surprise operations and prepared for further campaigns into Wudu and Yinping. On the Wei side, Cao Zhen's failures and illness finally pushed the court to formally place Sima Yi in supreme military command. From this point onward, the legendary long-term rivalry between Zhuge Liang and Sima Yi truly begins to dominate the northern campaigns. Knowledge points. 1. In the novel, Hao Zhao dies from shock after hearing that Chencang has fallen during Zhuge Liang's surprise attack. Historically, however, Hao Zhao had already died of illness not long after successfully defending Chencang during Zhuge Liang's first campaign. He was not frightened to death during a second assault. 2. The novel portrays Zhuge Liang personally hiding among the troops and participating directly in the surprise seizure of Chencang. Historically, this is highly unlikely. As Chancellor and Supreme Commander of Shu, Zhuge Liang would rarely risk himself in such dangerous frontline infiltration missions. In reality, he would almost certainly have remained in the rear directing operations strategically,